and I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay.
It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Ravens.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. His throw incomplete. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And he's got Snead. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 40. Jackson to Snead that time. 1st down, Baltimore. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Ingram, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. First carry now for Justice Hill. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 27. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Kill. Check. Gun. Shoot. Gun.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play leads to 2nd and goal at the Patriots.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And again, it's Ingram. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
A yard brings up 4th.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Julian Edelman. It's a gain of 15 yards and leads.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss worked very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
40's Mike. 40's Mike. Gun.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And that will complete to Keene, the tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Okay, double up, double up, double up, double up.
Newton. He hits White, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Watch the whip. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 20.
They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. To Michelle on the screen. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Jim. Check 13. Check 13. He's crossing. He's checking crack. 8.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Down at the 4-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very...
And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Let's go.
The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I gotta understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible. A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 46. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
The Ravens.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Now he steps away. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly gave it an attempt. They had a diminutive receiver like this running through the land of giants in the middle of the field, but they couldn't find enough room to get him the football.
Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Rolling to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Newton on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He was covered
from a defensive perspective. They had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go. 29 is Mike 29.
Again, Newton. Catch is made by Harry. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
to N'Keal Harry.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Check 24. Check 24. Set. Gun. Hey.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton looking for White on the deep ball. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. James White with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom indeed. And he's brought down. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive. Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
56 to Mark, boys, 56.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Jackson on first down. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And the Ravens
from the red zone now. Here's Jackson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Jackson now off the bootleg. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Malik Harrison on the tackle.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
40's Mike. 40's Mike. I'm coming for you.
Out of the gun, Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And at the 29-yard line.
get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their... And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll bring up second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Complete.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And that will be incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He was true on his first, this a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will swell the lead to 16. They got the interception, but very little movement to settle for 3, and it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
20. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
They'll run with Michelle. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Newton. That's caught by Hollister. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Operating from the gun, Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Following the penalty, Michel. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
To throw is Newton. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 4th down, Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll give this one to England to start things out. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. He's got daylight. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, we've certainly seen... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now Bolden on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
On the return, the Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take over.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Patriots 8.
They'll run here with Ingram. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So he missed his first 2, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead.
Ravens 39, Patriots 8.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He'll run and got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Newton on 1st down. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 30-yard line.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
He's able to force his way through 1 man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
2-yard line.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
He was brought down by Brandon.
I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
All day, every day, any day. 29.
From the gun, here's Newton. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
The 47-yard line.
Check. 29 is Mike 29. Push him back. No, not fast. He's checking. Crash.
On first down, Newton. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Patriots, first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
Throwing again is Newton. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Great.
Throwing again. Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
29 is Mike 29. And let's get this. 29 is Mike 29. Oh, you got deep? Switch. Check 26. Switch. Gun.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. DeeMulah212's. his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to...
And my goodness, another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. After the interception, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
First down.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Out of the gun, they give it to Ingram. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills.